Hello friends, this video is around self-care because you are avoiding it. Yes, I'm looking at you. Stop it. This is why you're f***ing exhausted, right? So basically today we're going to be talking about like the fundamental things that I do to ensure that I have self-care as a parent. It's not easy looking after yourself. It's not easy to offer yourself that time because you feel guilty doing so. I get it, I've been there, I'm a mum. You know, I do have mum guilt, but it's about setting that aside, and I'm going to give you loads of tools and ideas and things that you can do to basically try and do self-care for yourself, because a better you means a better parent. Before I start, I am Alina and I do daily mum shorts. I also do 2 long form videos a week, especially things like clean with me's, get motivated, things like this, to make sure that I remind you that you need to look after yourself. And without further ado, let's get into the self-care ideas. Skincare, let's talk about actually using creams for your body, for your health and skin on your face. So I love to do this. I start off with some basic skincare routines, making sure that my face cream especially is like perfect for the type of skin that I have, whether it's combinational, dry, you know, and it changes throughout the year as well. So keep that in mind and make sure that you've got the right skincare throughout the year for yourself. I very much love the LMS Pro Collagen like face cream, I believe it is. I should really look at the names a bit better. But basically I've also been trying out this new eye cream, which I'm absolutely loving, because look guys, let's be honest, we all have bags under our eyes because we don't sleep enough. Obviously sleep is the best remedy for bags under your eyes, but also skincare can really help, and therefore I've been trialing out this skincare. By the way, anything that I mentioned today, I'll try and link down below for you guys, so do make sure to check that out and buy through the link. It costs you nothing, but it gives me a little bit of a commission to help you provide free content. So basically that is the skincare that I absolutely love. But if you go beyond that and actually have like a skincare routine, I, in the evenings in particular, love a cleansing balm. So the one that I've been using recently is the LMS one, and it smells divine. I absolutely love it. I've tried a few and this one is the one that really works for me. Yes, it's on the pricier side, but if you wait for seasonal sales especially, and if you basically stock up, or I only use like one of these per year, you know, so it's worth the money that I'm putting in and the investment in order to get really nice skincare. Or at least I feel like I feel so much better. My skin's great, there's no more spots, it's so smooth, and it smells absolutely divine. I also personally felt that I really needed something for my lashes. My lashes felt dull and they kept falling out. They felt really like short and small and thin, so I did end up getting a new serum for that as well. So making sure that you basically add it to like the line at the top rather than your actual eyelid, but on your hairlines, on the roots as much as possible, and you leave that overnight. I really found that actually within a few days I feel the growth already. I can see it when I put the mascara on, and it feels so much thicker and nicer. And personally, again, I really felt like that was worth the investment. Like a small little tube was like over £100, but oh my goodness, does it actually make a difference. It actually makes a change, and therefore I don't mind spending that money if I know it works. Let's also talk about skincare for your body. So I absolutely love all types of creams, from like body creams, body cream, I meant body shop creams. So Body Shop do really nice ones, fragranced ones especially. I know I grew up with them. I was a teenager, then I went into my 20s, and I was always using the Body Shop ones. The only thing I would say is recently I found that actually removing that fragrance and maybe not having it so oily helped my skin. But at the same time, when it's summer, after I've just shaved as well, Body Shop creams are probably one of my go-tos. The other things I would recommend is when I was pregnant, for example, and I needed to like prevent any stretch marks and things like that, there was also skincare involved and self-care in that way. And I would just recommend like a coconut oil or something that's not fragrance, something that's really easy to use. And I would usually add like an essence of oil to it that did smell nice, so whether it was lavender if I was doing it before bedtime, or another one like an orange one I remember, and bergamot, is that the right word? Do I say it right? But basically different smells and essential oils to the coconut oil, and I found that really was perfect for my skin type, my skincare. It really felt nice the morning after as well. Exercising is also a form of self-care. Believe it or not, you will feel 10 times better after going on a walk, after doing something even at home that you can like do some stretches or exercises. You can find something on like a tutorial on YouTube, and it's free. It's super easy to do. All you need is the motivation, and here's the motivation. It's a form of self-care because you feel better afterwards, you look better afterwards. Why wouldn't you do it? Something that I've been trialing out recently is the Gym Pro Luxe, and it is awesome. Basically, it gives you the opportunity to do exercises at home in your own space where you feel comfortable, anywhere as well. You can do it in front of the TV, you can do it in your kids' room whilst they're playing. So basically you've got no excuses not to do it, but it's a way to add some force and a challenge whilst you're doing your usual exercises. So for example, I found that I love this for squats. So it means so much more when I'm doing squats. Instead of needing to do 100, I can do, let's say 30 or 40 and feel so much more pressure on my muscles, which means that it's actually saving me time. I am doing the exercises that I want to do, but so much quicker do you basically feel the effects of the muscles, and therefore it's saving me time in the sense that I'm seeing the effects of it much quicker. And I love that. So not only can you do that for squats, but also like donkey kicks. I do love a good donkey kick to make sure that my bottom is more toned, but also you can do it for press-ups, and other exercises are also on their website, so you can definitely see like tutorials and other people or like trained people actually teaching you how you can use this, because it's like a form of bringing the gym to your house. And the resistant bands are so easy to use, but I absolutely love the fact that it's so portable. It's so easy just to put those resistant bands or like the stretch that you use into the bag and off you pop. I just put that on top of my kids' wardrobe and it's nice and easily put away, and then I take it back out every single day because I've decided I'm going to be doing some self-care. I'm going to look after myself, I'm going to look better and feel better because of it. So this is my call to you. If you don't already, bring exercise into your home. Buy one of these Gym Pro Luxe bar and band sets and make sure that you've got something so easy to pop in, pop out and actually use. You've got no excuse not to use them. Save yourself some time by using these resistant bands to make sure that your muscles are actually working. And I love the fact that I can actually tone up at home anytime I want. On the opposite side of the scale, not only do you need to exercise, but you also need to sit there and not do very much. So relax and get a nice massage. So we don't all have the ability to actually go to a place and get a massage, right? So what I recommend is actually bringing it into your house. So I'm very lucky to be trying out a massager, which is super fun. Not only is it fun, but it's great for my muscles as well. I sit on the computer a lot, so I work in digital marketing as well as being a mum, as well as doing YouTube. So basically, I would very much recommend something that will help your muscles like calm down, and that's exactly what it does to me as well. This massager you put on your shoulders, you just sit there, you can do it watching TV. I can even use it whilst working, so I can be working and getting a massage at the same time. Now when it's self-care, make sure that you actually separate the two. So I very much do prefer to sit and watch TV or watch my favorite YouTuber whilst having this massager on my back and my shoulders. But yeah, basically this is the area that I know gets the most tense, so therefore I absolutely love this massager where you can just set the different roots as well. I say roots, but like strengths and how it goes round and how often and what way as well, so it doesn't all have to go on one way. And there's also heat or cold, so basically you can set it to your favorite preferences, and therefore it's just such a good way to not forget your self-care, because with this thing you can use at any point of the day, and I very much recommend it. So you put the kids to bed then you bring this massager out. It's fantastic. Not only is it fantastic, but it also saves you money in the long run, because a masseuse costs a lot more than this. So let's talk about retail therapy as self-care. So let me just add a caveat here that you can't just go around and spend money that you don't have. That is not what I am endorsing. I recommend that you go and actually do some retail therapy, whether you prefer to actually go to the shop and like window shop, have a look at something that you might like to buy. Don't forget some clothes to make you feel a little bit better as the seasons change. Make sure that you're dressing appropriately for the weather, so warm knits, as it's autumn and winter at the moment. So basically, I very much like shopping online, so I prefer that it's like brought to me, to my house, and delivered, rather than me going out there and basically wasting my time, my precious time, basically in the shop. So that is the way I like to work my retail therapy and self-care. But it's just a reminder that you can go and spend on yourself, let's say once a month, maybe one good thing a month, to make sure that it like brings you back to you. Now, if you don't like retail therapy and shopping, it's absolutely fine, but it also works on things like groceries or maybe your kids' things. So make sure that you're buying something that you're happy with, the quality of it, and don't forget that that is a form of self-care. Strangely enough, like buying something for yourself, even like the act of opening something up that you might have got yourself delivered that you might have forgot about, also brings you that joy and endorphins. I forgot the word, but yeah, basically that is the act of opening something, and it's like opening a present even though you've bought it for yourself. So I do say tread lightly, make sure that you don't overbuy what you can't afford, especially. So make sure that you love what you buy and it's sensible, it's good quality, and it's also within your means. Let's talk about traditional pampering. So from bath bombs and having an amazing bubble bath, to like a facial that you do for yourself, like a face mask, to pampering and care of like your nails and making sure that your hair's done and looking good. You know, sometimes you need that. I'm not saying do this every day. I'm saying make sure that you put a time in to do something that you love, and that is self-care for you only, because a better you means a better parent and better mum, a better person, a better partner, and therefore you need to talk to people about it as well. So make sure that you ask family and friends to look after your kids if you need that time to just even have a shower. So when you're a parent, even having a shower is self-care. So make sure that you don't forget it and go and shower now. Let's talk about alcohol. Again, caveat. Make sure that you are drinking responsibly, but I do love a bit of a tipple. I am not fussy about the alcohol that I drink, apart from having a few favourites. So I do like my red wine, especially in the evenings. I do like white wine, especially when it's a hot, warm day. What I very much recommend is basically having some good quality wine. Recently, I have purchased a subscription to Naked Wines. I absolutely love the fact that you get 6 bottles. You can obviously choose how many bottles and the amount of times that you get these bottles. You can choose 2 months, you can choose every 3 months that you get a box, you know, that kind of stuff. So for me, I chose 6 bottles every 2 months, and I absolutely love the fact that you can choose between white wines, you can choose between red wines. I actually drink both. So I chose a mixed box, and I am absolutely so impressed with it in the fact that it's good quality. I love that it's like tastes absolutely delicious and divine. You don't like drink for the sake of drinking. Like, I'm not a teenager anymore. I don't want to get pissed. I want to drink for the fact that it tastes good, that it goes well with my meals, you know. So basically I'd very highly recommend Naked Wines, because they are like cutting down the middleman, but also because these, not factories, but these wine makers who create these wines have sometimes got a reserve, have too much of a particular sort of wine, and that's where Naked Wines comes in. And the reason I know so much about it as well is because my mum's partner has been with Naked Wines for nearly 9 years. So he was in London, now he's moved and retired to Eastbourne, but this shows and tells you that actually that he's a long customer of this, and where it's really good quality stuff, and he absolutely loves cooking as well, so it shows that he can pair wines with particular foods as well. So basically I was very impressed with Naked Wines, so I very much recommend it. If you do want to buy or try it out, then make sure to use my code, which I'll put on the screen now, and I'll add a link down below, because if you use that, that means that you get 6 bottles for only £30. So £30, so that's less than £6 a bottle. So maths wise, it's a no-brainer. Instead of getting that cheap stuff that you get down the corner shop, make sure to get this bottle, this box of 6 bottles instead, because oh my goodness, is it so good and worth your money. Don't get me wrong, I do like other stuff as well. Like, I absolutely love my vodka. I do like beers and other things as well. My husband likes gin, so we do like other things as well. And it is a form of self-care to treat yourself to a glass or two every couple of weeks. Don't go crazy. So essentially, I very much recommend just helping yourself like calm down. It's a de-stress as well. Please don't drink if you're pregnant. But it's such a wonderful way to enjoy a meal as well, and especially when it's good quality. Don't buy the cheap rubbish that gives you a headache. So basically these are my self-care tips. They're a little bit different to the ones that you would have seen before. I absolutely stand by these and by the fact that you should be making time for yourself. Again, don't go too crazy, don't spend too much money, don't drink too much, don't over-exercise, but self-care in little and often little balances is definitely what you need to be a better person and a better parent. Thank you so much for listening to this video. I hope that you like it. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.